He died 3 years ago after being tased repeatedly by U.S. border agents. Anastasio Rojas's death, caught on camera, led to a federal investigation. A report from that investigation has put Customs and Border Patrol agents under the microscope.
And we've been closely following this story for years. New at 6, 10 News reporter Joe Little reveals how the report is already changing the way agents are trained.
It's this video that prompted calls for an investigation into the use of excessive force by U.S. border agents. You can see more than a dozen agents standing around undocumented immigrant Anastasio Rojas as one agent tases him repeatedly. Rojas later died. Congress requested a report after immigrant rights advocates in San Diego pushed for the investigation.
We were disappointed.
Andrea Guerrero is the executive director of Alliance San Diego. She says the report doesn't shed enough light on how agents are trained.
It reveals that training is insufficient on the use of force.
Guerrero says the report surveyed 2,000 immigrant arrests. Excessive force may have been used in almost 2/3 of those cases.
2/3. That's over 1,000. We've only been tracking 20.
Including the fatal shooting of Monique Tachiquin in Chula Vista. These are problems exposed by Team 10 earlier this year when a veteran agent told us the standards of training had dipped dramatically.
I know a few agents are a menace to society, but they have a badge and a gun.
Guerrero says the biggest problem is Homeland Security has no way to track reports of excessive force, and there's no procedure for disciplining agents.
How are we expected to trust the agency if the agency is not holding its own accountable?
However, a Customs and Border Protection spokeswoman sent 10 News a statement saying the agency promises change. Based on the recommendations, CBP has begun making enhancements to its use of force program and practices, including our policies, training, and review processes. Still, Guerrero says right now there are no safeguards in place to police border agents.
Who is watching the watchers? The answer, according to this report, is no one.
In San Ysidro, Joe Little, 10 News.
Alliance San Diego representatives say they are going back to Washington, D.C. next week to push Congress for a more thorough report.